Hello, I'm the official name rater. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today we're going to be looking at Mime Jr. and regular Mr. Mime. Galarian Mime and Rhyme will get their own episode later, and if I had to guess on predictions, we're probably going to see Mrs. Mime as a suggestion because that seems to happen every time. You two shut up! I remember this joke now. It took me a second. I was like, I know I've seen this from something. Simpsons. When Bart goes to the smart people school. RDRR. Hardy har har. So, that's I don't really care. And I will acknowledge this just because, it doesn't make sense. It's because its Japanese name isn't Mr. Mime. That's why. So if you never knew, now you know. Yeah. There it is. It told me. Hey, look! I was right. Marcel was also the named option in, I think it was the original Red and Blue. If you got the trade Mr. Mime, that was the option. So if you want that, you can go for that. I don't particularly care. I also didn't know he was a famous mime. So I learned something today. And I'll probably forget it tomorrow. Pennywise is the one I use. For the same reasons, and I'm pretty sure I read it online, so that's, it works, it's fine, but I definitely think there's gotta be something else better out there. Like, it's a nice placeholder, I'm going to say, but, I don't know. I haven't been wowed yet. I guess if you want an alternative to Pennywise, you could just call it It, if you wanted to do that. That might raise a few eyebrows, but maybe they'll get it. If I had to take a shot for every time I scrolled past Mrs. Mime, I would literally be dead by now. I'm half and half on Jazz Hands. Like, it's okay, and I like it for being different, but I don't like it enough to where I would ever consider using it. Mimes that are famous. Yeah, that was my thought too. Alright, so we've reached the bottom. I recall this being a thing before where there wasn't anything good as far as Mr. Mime, because I remember doing a randomizer and I caught a Mr. Mime, and I was like, okay, well, what do we nickname it? And then I looked over the first page of Google and I was very unimpressed because I was like, holy crap, there's nothing good. So now things really changed. We'll check the spreadsheet. Mimean, where is it? This one. That, why is it on there twice? This guy an idiot? Anyway, that was Fire Red Leaf Green. So, I think that's worth acknowledging at very least. I don't particularly care, but it's there. That's it. There's nothing really interesting to talk about. And during that time, I think it was a platinum randomizer. And then I was just struggling, and I was like, "There's nothing good." So the first thing I came up with was laryngitis. Laryngitis isn't good at all. Not even a little bit. That was me just being frustrated and be like, "Well, here's something that at least makes sense and is better than Mrs. Mime," and I've also seen a lot of things like pedophile, and that's not exactly entertaining to me either. That's just uncomfortable. I've seen this before because I know I didn't think of it because I'm not smart enough. Someone used Laugh Track? Maybe because the Denny Sinnoh one I think said Redux, so that must have means I saw the original. Laugh Track is actually pretty good. That or I saw it on some other Pokemon and thought it'd fit Mr. Mime. I don't know. That one's good. And then, I don't know why I have Jester here, but I have Jester. I don't think that one's good at all, so I'm not even sure why it's written down. But, that's it. Pennywise and Laugh Track are probably the two that I actually think are good. And then everything else is kind of crap. Marcel and Mimian are stupid, but at least it's very clear what it's for, so you can kind of get away with that. But that's about it. If you've got any better ideas or better suggestions for Mr. Mime or Mime Jr., I'd love to hear them, because there aren't any. And that's kind of why I'm like, someone topple Pennywise for me and give me something better, so I can actually appreciate it and use it.